All right, what's up, team? So I want to show you guys a trade that we took inside the TG Pro, and this was for the small account challenge again. And we took today, not Pinterest. What am I talking about? Airbnb for calls. Um, Yeah, okay. So let me show you what happened. We actually came out at 40% return high peak, but we actually ended up selling at 20% with a trip because it hit our trailing stop loss. And it actually makes a lot of sense to um, why we got stopped out. And it's something that I didn't see until I pulled up Gextron data to show me what's going on. So we took calls on Airbnb because it was so strong. It's just like solid, strong candlestick, and we took it out for the breakout, and it went up as high as 135.35, hitting that 45% return, and then we got stopped out as soon as it pulled back here. And the question is like, why did we get stopped out? Why didn't it keep going further? And I didn't see this until again I drew my markers. Gextron actually showed us that we hit an area what we call the drunken sailor area. And in the drunken sailor area, it's anything between P trans and N trans level. So if you're not sure what P trans is, it just means that we're going from a negative sentiment transition all the way to positive, and then vice versa for N trans. So we're going from positive sentiment to negative transition to whatever. Once you go below the level. And it ended up going inside this P-trans level, what we call the drunken sailor area inside TGE Pro, and that's because, as you can see here, it wicks. There's a lot of wicking. There's a lot of chop and bounce, and that's because price doesn't know exactly where it wants to go. If it goes above P-trans level, if it can make that a level of support, then we can go see the next AOI for Airbnb, which would be 137. And we can look at that here. You can see here we have 135 and then 137. This is the next positive transition. And then also we have this little negative gamma area right here, which is kind of worrisome if it did hit there. But as you can see here with price, N trans and P trans, price action is still staying in here. It can go either way, depending on what the market wants to do with Airbnb. So, what does this mean to you as a trader? Okay, if I would have seen this before, I would say that the win was not a good win because I didn't catch this before. But um, to me, when I see price action in between these levels, between P trends and N trends, that to me is again the drunken sailor area. That's a chop zone area for me, and that's not an area that I'm interested in trading until it makes a decision on where it wants to go. Until then, until it makes a clear decision either above P trends or below N trends, that to me is just a no go right there. So that's how I view P trends, and that's how I identify chop zone areas, and I try to avoid them as much as I possibly can. All right, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below.